Hi, hey, and hello there, everybody. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to check out the brand new M1 Garand conversion kit for the M34 Nova line. And honestly, I think if this does what I think it might do, this is going to be absolute heaven for people who used to play the older CODs. So let's go check it out, see what this thing does, fully upgrade it, see if it gets any special abilities, and roll on in. Now, of course, we're going to be playing on Eadskull Lighthouse. Let's see how it does. But here we go. Let's see what it's like. So I'm pretty sure you actually can't put any like sight attachments on. You can't put the damage barrel on either. And you can't put any mag attachments on. So this is the M1 Garand. It does look actually kind of very nice. So let's see. I want to know if it does what I think it does. It does. Oh, it does the ping. Let's see. Oh, 420 to the head. This seems like it could be actually pretty decent. And it does the ping every time. Oh, that ping is absolute heaven. Whack the rampage juicer on, get our Olaf's cod cranker, and start fishing. We don't really need to do that, but I just like doing it for a bit of extra loot here and there. A fucking Casimir right on round 2. That's amazing. This thing is going to absolutely demolish when we have Deadshot. So that's going to be probably the first perk I buy, just for the fact it's going to be so simple. Of course, I'm pretty sure we can fish again because it's a new round. Oh, that ping is so satisfying. Tell you what, let's open up the rest of the map. Speed call is going to be a necessity because this thing only has 8 bullets in a mag. Oh, shit. Well, yeah, speed call is needed. Let's see how we do. Tell you what, actually. And there we go. Repaid the favor. Turns out you actually can't fire it fully automatic either. So that's a bit different. There we go. There's Deadshot. And of course, I'm using Wildfire this time just because we're playing on Eadskull, and so I quite like the idea of not having to deal with the frost some of the time. Okay, yeah. This thing is so satisfying. Honestly, I think this weapon is going to be absolutely insane. But we're nearly able to pack a punch. So I will see you guys once we pack a punch and sort of get this thing upgraded and see if it has any special pack a punch abilities, because they did a lot with that new Jaeger attachment. So I'm hoping they'll do a lot with this. I'll never know. They might just make it do a lot more damage, because I know there's that new M60 type weapon, which name I forgot. I think it's like the Mammoth or some shit, which seems to be pretty decent, I won't lie. And I'm pretty sure that gets a special pack a punch ability, but we'll have to go and test that one as well. But oh my god, that ammo increase from 8 to 31. It's still semi. Oh wait, is it semi-automatic? Oh, it is still semi-automatic, but it has like the binary trigger. So you fire once and you hold the trigger down and let go. Okay, so you can shoot much faster. That's quite nice. How's that damage? Okay, so this gets a really, really nice special ability. While it might not be necessarily unique, it is really good because it speeds up the fire rate of this weapon so much. I'm just not a huge fan of the iron sight. I know it's like the typical M1 Garand iron sights, like, but I've just never really been a fan of sort of really, really bland iron sights. I like just having my like nice little simple red dot. It's nice that they're not leaving things like this to just sort of not get any special abilities, because like I remember I was complaining about it, that some attachments just change the weapon entirely but don't get any special abilities in a way, and I'm glad they do now, because this makes it so much better. And plus it saves your finger a bit, because you fire 2 for the price of 1. You don't really have to worry too much about your finger tiring out. No, I'd love to get some actually decent perks from these TED tests sometimes. Tell you what, let's go for Jug and then double tap and just see how much damage we're doing. Let's upgrade again. And that fire rate's fast. Oh my days. Yeah, of course, it's nowhere near as fast as the normal pack punch Nova line. But honestly, this ability is really nice. It's like, so it's not hard. It's not too hard to aim either. So it's actually kind of nice to use. I think I could. Fucking hell, that scared me. I think that could actually do a whole lot of damage. That ping every time we need to reload is so satisfying. I'm so glad they actually brought the ping back as well. You know what, let's see what else we can get for it. I'll go for quick revive just for a bit of survivability as well. That ping is so nice to hear on it. I'm just not going to stop going on about that ping. Let's go up to rare rarity and let's head inside. Let's do that's 1900. 29. So it does 1940 to the head at rare rarity and pack 1. It's kind of insane. Like, I have no complaints about that whatsoever. And there's the max ammo. And of course, these TED tasks are just absolutely amazing to use. Let's see how it is against this guy. Oh dear. So once we actually crack the armor, it seems to do pretty well. But until then, it does seem to struggle. Because that shield he puts up seems to have quite a bit of health. I love how easy Casimir is make some of these TED tasks, honestly. Like, literally one Casimir can pretty much complete an entire TED task. Like, there you go. That was one Casimir. Probably the quickest and easiest and freest perk you'll ever get. Let's just try and grab that, but hold off. And to be fair, having the binary trigger makes it really nice just to have the just deal with armored zombies, because the first shot will pop the helmet and the second shot will just, well, shoot them in the head. It's really, really nice to use. It's just a shame that sometimes you do waste some ammo, because see, when they have one zombie and they die in the first shot, unless you specifically hold the trigger down. I'm gonna free perk drop as well. They don't happen often. That damage is kind of insane. Honestly, the binary trigger seems to be like a really, really underrated pack 2 ability. Or pack punch ability. Just because it's so nice, but I've seen as I don't have speed caller, we'll whack this rampage user off just for the time being. And see how this thing does with normal zombies. Because the damage definitely keeps up. It's not struggling one bit. And I really want to test it against the Necropinter, so let's steal him away. Is he coming? No, he's not coming. That just ruins the day with insta-kill. This damage is... I say this damage, but we have insta-kill. It's kind of insane, to be honest, how strong one thing can be. Let's buy speed caller now. Let's see if we can hear that ping faster. Oh my god, thank god it doesn't speed up the ping sound effect. That would have been so upsetting if you got less ping because you bought speed caller. But what we'll do is we'll save up to pack 2. Take it up to epic rarity just now. Also, we're going to put on... What are they weak to again? I think they're weak to lightning damage. Because that's for the Necropincers. Just deal with them a bit easier. Because they do start getting quite tanky as we get into the higher rounds. And this damage is keeping up very nicely. I want to find an armor zombie. So ping 1. Yeah. The binary trigger really just makes the armor zombies easy as anything. As long as both shots hit, it's so powerful. So I say as I miss. But even then, the hip fire is not bad either. Like 630 to the body. So for... How much are we doing to the body? 630. Yeah, 630 to the body. And has it got decent range? So it's not got very good max range. That's one thing I've just noticed. But that might be because I have rapid fire on. And I have probably shown you the build by now, so I'm hoping I have. But one thing that it does really annoy me is just the fact that all the ammo crates get frosted over every time you have one of these ice rounds. As I'm breaking them all, another ice round starts. Isn't that just fucking brilliant? Tell you what, let's go do this ARCXD challenge. Nice and easy, right up here near Pack-a-Punch. Literally a free completion right here. And there we go. Of course, an epic ether tool drops as soon as I'm finished using it, so oh well. I suppose I can gift that out. Do a bit of charity work. But as I was saying, let's get this thing up to pack 2 and see how much damage we're doing. Where's that Necropincer? Just before we do get up to pack 2, I want to test what it's like with the extra 50% damage. Because hopefully it's going to be absolutely insane. There he is. It's melting. Oh my days. Yeah, he didn't stand a chance. Most of those shots weren't even crit hits. And he didn't stand a chance. Oh, here we go. Let's get this. It is quite hard to stay on target, though. I won't lie. Here we go. At the end of this double points, I will go and Pack-a-Punch level 2. See how much damage we're doing, because this thing is smacking. It's actually insane. Let's go test it out and see what we do. So there we go. We're at pack 2. Still think these camos look absolutely insane. Wait, it changes the inside of the gun as well. Like, if you look really carefully, it puts like a little red ring around it. That's insane. That's really nice. I've never even noticed that before. Is that 5,000? So 5k up 5k? Nearly 6,000 damage at pack 2 in a singular shot. Now, I've got to admit, it does kind of struggle with recoil. So I might not have made the best build for it. Maybe swap out rapid fire for maybe recoil springs if you want to definitely make those headshots. But as long as you're a bit careful with it and maybe slow down your firing, you should be able to manage with rapid fire. Just for the extra fire rate. Because honestly, this thing doesn't struggle for damage one bit. I don't think it ever will. Tell you what, let's grab a few more perks. So, of course, we want that. And there we go. Maybe the Macchiato can wait. I'm not really using it. And I want to know if it can hold its own up here. Now, I'm pretty sure this probably does do less overall damage per second than the normal Nova line. But it's just a nice little touch to have a sort of M1 Grand type weapon. Crack his shield. Ooh. Oh my god, once his shield is cracked, he's just dead. And it does very much hold its own up here. And we're still doing... So the zombies currently have what? 2,000, just over 2k health. And we're doing 6k per headshot. So we are more than doing enough to one-shot them currently. Yeah, this is... I feel like this is going to be a pretty nice gun to use, no matter what round you're on, just because it's so nice. It's nice to look at, too. And, of course, you get the nice little ping every single time you reload. They're just one-shot an armored zombie. You don't even have to aim. You literally just spray into the horde. You know, the Necropincer, let's mess him up. 13,000 to the head. That's some insane damage. There, I will nearly get us up. Pack 3 probably next round. Maybe the round after. And I think that's when this thing's going to absolutely shine. And we're going to see what this thing's actually capable of. Hopefully it's doing around 16 to 20,000 per shot when fully upgraded. To make it actually somewhat viable on round 50. But we will see. Honestly, the damage is actually insane. Oh, a ray gun, nice. I'll take that. Just as a little keepsake. We all know the ray gun is the absolute best option for any wonder weapon. And that is purely my opinion, but I love it. I love the little ray gun. Let's see if we can mess him up before he even gets to... Oh, he got his shield out right away. Oh, yes. Yeah, he didn't even stand a chance. We're going to go to legendary rarity as well. We're going to be fully upgraded probably either this round or next round. This is going really well so far. We're doing 8k to the head. Doing between 8 and 11,000. So that's pretty decent damage. The damage range isn't the best though, so it does kind of drop off pretty quickly. Especially if you go for like body shots. But I'm going to vibe this thing absolutely. Shouldn't struggle too much. And there we go. We have enough to go up to pack 3, so let's go do that. There's pack 3. And now let's also go up to legendary rarity and see what we do against this one last straggler zombie. Okay, where is he? There he is. 16,000 to the head. So, it's what, going to be a 3-4 shot kill on max round? That's not dreadful, but it definitely could be better. How much are we doing to the body? 3,000 to the body. And you know, that damage is actually really, really good. I have no complaints when it comes to damage on this thing. Because you just saw it melted that guy. How much damage is unpacked? So yeah, the damage definitely isn't too shabby. Oh, this thing is nice. Tell you what, let's take this thing up as high as we can. Run through some of these rounds. And just see how well it holds out. I'll probably check back in when this thing starts struggling a bit more. Okay, so here we are. We're now around 28. And this thing, it mainly is just the ammo capacity is starting to struggle a bit. Just because you're starting to have to sort of... Well, the zombies are getting faster and you're starting to have to move about. So the mobility and sort of ammo is a bit of an issue. Because you're trying to having to reload. The majority of the time, really. Just because it goes through the ammo so fast as well. But it is still doing very, very solid damage. If we just hold this down, let's see if we're still... So that's one hit landed. So I think we're still one hitting, or technically one bursting armored zombies as well. If we get two hits on the head. So this is really good. And right now, yeah, I am hitting the box just because I want to get the wonder weapon. I have nothing else to spend money on, so I may as well. Just make sure we don't accidentally go down from being too greedy. There's the wonder weapon. Winner. And just fall back. This is such a good gun, honestly. I'll spend all my points. Oh, it's such a nice wonder weapon as well. Oh, we got a pack ray gun as well. Nice. All my guns are now pack a punch level 3. Happy days. And tell you what, let's go fish and see if we get anything nice. We still one hitting? When we hit? Yeah, yes we are. So yeah, as long as we crack the arm with one shot, we're still one hitting all the zombies on headshots. This weapon is... Oh, it's such a nice callback as well. We've had quite a few nice callbacks in this game. And I've heard the Olympia is coming back as sort of a legacy type weapon. I think it's going to be one of the ultra rarity weapons in the box. Well, who even knows? It might be on the wall, because as we all know, the Olympia was traditionally a starting room wall buy. We could get insane lucky and just get a free Olympia. I really hope they do bring some of the weapons over to multiplayer. So I could imagine like the MP40 in multiplayer. Would it really fit in? Probably not, just because everything's a bit more futuristic than it is. But I still think it would be quite nice to see. And I feel like it would be used by everybody. I won't lie, just because everybody loves the MP40. Such a nice gun. I cannot escape this Velox, honestly. That Velox haunts me. But here we go. Let's carry on through these rounds. We have started to struggle a little bit, but we're still one-hitting on normal zombies. So let's carry on, get through all these rounds, and see where this thing actually does start to fall off a bit. So as we're getting up to like round 30 odd, like mid-30s, this weapon is starting to struggle a lot more. And you really got to focus a lot more on getting critical kills. But let's carry on through and see what this thing can do. Because I'm not convinced this is going to take us all the way to around 50. It's 3-shotting armored zombies. And it's a bit crowded here with the two of us, so I'm going to go over to the other side. There we go. Let's try and deal with this guy before he becomes a big issue. There we go. Yeah, it's really struggling on the armor department. In terms of getting rid of armored zombies now, because it's 3-shotting their armor. There we go. That's luckily took down that special zombie. Because they are a pain in the ass just with this weapon. Just because it bounces around quite a bit. So you really got to take your time with them. But luckily, that lightning damage does do enough damage to sort of help. It does help it a lot. Yeah, we're no longer one-hitting normal zombies anymore. And we're still 15 rounds off, so that's a lot of health in between here and there. But what we'll do is we'll go all the way up to round 50 and just see how this thing copes once we actually get there, because we all know that's where the health cap is. So let's get on up to round 50, see how this thing does, and hopefully it's not too bad. It does still do decent damage to special zombies, once their armor's cracked at least. So let's run on through it, and let's do this. So here we go. Let's test out what this is like against normal zombies. I'm around 42. So there's a normal zombie. Oh, he's damaged. Any of them not damaged? There's a normal zombie. A normal zombie. So it looks like a 2-shot kill to critical hits if you're actually getting them shots off. Which honestly isn't too bad, considering. But it's just a shame that it takes so long to actually get the shots off. Really got to make sure you're getting them headshots in. Otherwise the damage just is not worth it. We're nearly all the way up to round 50, so let's get on up to it. Because we just wanted to do a quick check and just before we get there and just show you guys how it's coping as we're going up through the round. But let's quickly go and buy some armor and get up to that final round we want to be at. Okay, so here we are. We're on round 50. Finally, I did pop the Rampage Juicer on just to try and speed things up a little bit. But let's go and turn that thing back off before we absolutely keel over. Because this weapon is not strong enough to deal with the Rampage Juicer on this round. And let's see how this thing holds up. Let's try and do the whole round using just this weapon. Oh dear. Okay. These are the guys you want the extra DPS on from this. Keep an eye on my armor as well. Okay, there we go. This is going pretty well so far. HKDs as well. Oh, the HKDs are so kind of useless in zombies. He's going to drop down and explode straight away and kill like 3 or 4. And then nothing else. I wish there was, you know, one thing I do wish they had more HKDs. If they had like 5 or 6 more HKDs per activation, it would actually be kind of worth buying. But otherwise, it's just not worth buying, really, is it? I mean, they do spawn in quite quickly, don't get me wrong, so it is kind of a nice little panic button. But there's so many better options. The War Machine, for example. The War Machine is literally everyone's go-to because it does so much damage to everything. Because I'm pretty sure its damage scales more than like a flat number. But it scales really well. Like the amount of ammo it has. And there we go. I think that is round 50. Quite possibly completed. But let's go and take out this Exil Elite once we've actually got flipped around. Let's just melt this guy really quick. and see how it goes. And I'm pretty sure it's over here somewhere. Yep, there we go. Activate this. And I forget what it is. Probably in the Necropincer, isn't it? Where is it? He's over here. Yeah, it's Necropincer. Of course it is. He's got a lot of health. Oh, there's two. Of course there's two. Same for that one. Okay, talking to the right one. Hunter bots and zombies are so underrated. And if you panic, because of where this is, you can literally activate this trap. And I need to mess this one up because he's not even the elite. Is he the elite? I don't even know. No, I don't think he is. That one is. Oh dear. There we go. Oh my days. That could have been hectic. This weapon does not hold up as much as I thought it would, considering it's the Nova line. But let's exfil. And I think this weapon is a nice change, but it just doesn't hold out nearly as enough as much as hope it would. But if you guys have enjoyed or learned anything, please be sure to let me know in the comments below and drop a like and subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.